I hate those Montagues. They make me so angry. You would be too scared to stand and fight, Samson. Those buffoons don't scare me. I would definitely stand and fight. Here comes a couple of them now. You better keep your sword out. I won't start a fight, but I will bite my thumb at them. Why are you biting your thumb at us? Do you want to start a fight? If you want to fight, then let's go at it then, tough guy. Break it up, you idiots. You do not know what you are doing. Hey, Benvolio, don't worry about these servants. Let the real men fight. More fighting happens when Capulet and Montague show up. The prince shows up and shames everybody for fighting, and everybody drops their weapons. At the end of the scene, Romeo shows up confessing that he is in love with somebody who doesn't love him. Romeo is very sad, and here begins scene 2. I think Montague and I will be able to keep the peace. I don't want there to be any trouble. Yes, you two have very good reputations. Now, can I marry your daughter? Well, she is very young, but if you can make her love you, I will give the approval. Go, Peter, find the people on the list and tell them that I am throwing a rager tonight. How about you fall in love with a new girl so I don't have to hear you complaining anymore, Romeo? I am going crazy. I am miserable. Hey, you guys should come to Capulet's party tonight and have some wine. How about we go and you can compare Rosalind to prettier girls so you can realize there are better ones out there. Okay, I will go, but only because I want to see the woman I love. Now over to the nurse and Juliet. Juliet, come here, your mother wants to talk to you. Nurse, leave so I can talk to Juliet in private. Oh wait, never mind, you can listen to our secrets, you have been with us long enough. That's right, and you are a horrible mother because I raised her while you were not there. Shut up now, please. Juliet, sweetie, Paris wants to make you his bride. He is very handsome and would buy you whatever you wanted. Check him out tonight and make up your mind. Now let's go back to the guys before the masked party. I am not going to dance. I am too sad. You are a man, so act like it. Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn. Come on, let's go and start dancing. We shouldn't be going to the party tonight. I had a dream about it. I see you have been with Queen Mab. She gives fake dreams and tricks people in their sleep. Shut up, Mercutio. I have a feeling this will end badly, even with my own death. But who cares? Let's go, boys. Capulet welcomes his guests until Romeo's identity as a Montague is revealed and causes a disruption. Tybalt gets really angry, but Capulet says to leave him alone. Romeo is distracted because he caught a glimpse of Juliet. Capulet yells at Tybalt and he leaves, probably crying. Now is when Romeo and Juliet have their first conversation. Your hand is as holy as a priest, and my lips need a kiss. Let our lips touch like our hands touch, or I'll cry. Now my sin is gone from that kiss. Now do my lips have the sin? I will take it back then. You kiss like a pro. Your mother wants to talk to you. Who is her mother? She is the lady of the house, and you should marry Juliet because you will get rich. Is she a Capulet? Oh no, this could cost me my life. Scene ends with Juliet finding out that Romeo is a Montague, and they both begin to panic. Now that we have the background, let's skip around to the meat of the story. The tragic end of Romeo and Juliet starts with a balcony conversation. Wow, there is my beautiful Juliet standing on the balcony. Her cheeks outshine the stars. Oh, I wish I had that glove so I could touch your cheek. Romeo, Romeo, why do you have to be Romeo? Change your name or I will change mine. I hate my name. I wish I could write it on a piece of paper and burn it. Tell me, how and why did you come? They will kill you if they see you here. I flew over the wall with love's wings. Your relatives are no obstacle to my love. I would risk anything to save you. Do you really love me? If you do, tell me the truth. I love you and don't take it less seriously just because it was so easy. I do love you. I swear by the moon. Don't swear by the moon. The moon changes too much. I hear the nurse calling. The more love I give you, the more I have. Wait for me and I will be back. If your love is true, then send me a message that you want to marry me. Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in the breast. Would I were to sleep, and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I go to my ghostly friar's close cell, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell. Romeo convinces the friar to help marry them in secret. He scolds Romeo for being inconsistent, but he gives in to help with the wedding. Some time goes by until Juliet gets word from Romeo and Juliet heads to Friar's cell. "Oh, Juliet, tell me about the happiness you imagine we are married. I have more on my mind than words can express." "Let's get this done quickly." Meanwhile, Benvolio and Mercutio get into a little trouble with some Capulets, and when Romeo comes to defuse the situation, it gets worse. Mercutio and Tybalt fight. Mercutio gets stabbed, but Romeo gets his revenge by killing Tybalt. Capulet finds out and banishes Romeo from Verona. The nurse gets wind of the news and breaks the truth to Juliet, who has sympathy for Romeo, but also wants to kill herself. Romeo hides at Friar Lawrence's cell, but plans to meet up with Juliet. Meanwhile, Capulet is planning Juliet's marriage with Paris, and Romeo and Juliet are having a sleepover until they realize it's morning and he has to go. Capulet tells Juliet that she is going to marry Paris, and Juliet does not like that. Capulet cusses his daughter out, and Juliet decides she hates everybody and is going to the friar for advice or to kill herself. They come up with a plan to fake Juliet's death in order for her to be buried and have the friar come get her, and Romeo and Juliet can live happily ever after. Juliet fakes a good attitude for her family and says she is ready for the marriage. Her family wakes up to find her dead and head off to bury her. Romeo didn't get the memo and thinks Juliet is really dead. He goes and buys himself some poison so he can kill himself next to Juliet. Friar decides he has to go to the tomb in a hurry to get Juliet, but there are guards. Romeo gets there first and runs into Paris at the tomb. Romeo kills Paris without knowing it is him and goes back to the mission. Okay, it gets good again. Let's go back to the characters. "Death has not changed your appearance. It looks like you are still alive. But I'm going to take this poison and die with you." "Whose graves have I stumbled upon? Romeo! Oh no, why are you here and dead?" "Oh, comfortable friar, where is my lord?" "I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo?" "Your husband lies there dead, and Paris too. We need to go. I will make you a nun. We can pretend like nothing happened." "Oh good, there's a knife." Capulet and Montague folk arrive and hear the story from the friar. Through some bickering, the prince ends the story with some wise words. "A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned and some punished, for never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo." The end.